constantly remind ourselves, our children and our grandchildren, I was talking with the Reverend, about our history. Because while it is painful sometimes to know what our forefathers had gone through to bring us to the point that we have a President of the United States and a leader of the free world of color, and what this means to people of color throughout the world. But it doesn't count unless we know it, and we can't take it for granted. That we have to teach our children. Some kids don't even know who Martin Luther King is or Adam Powell. And so you doing this, Mr. Mayor, is a reminder to all of us of our obligation. That with us, it's not a month, it's not a week, it's not a day. It's each and every day of our lives that God has given us the ability to be able to come here and enjoy this evening with the Mayor. This reminder that we have to make certain as we move forward and bring our kids and grandkids here. So Mr. Mayor, you never forget us. And shalom. Whatever else is you have to really get as to what really makes America great. You got to start off in New York City to understand it. Thank you.
She's 101 now. I'm amazed at the progress that can be made in a single lifetime. Think about this. She was 10 years old when Jackie Robinson was born, and 38 when he hit his first home run for the Brooklyn Dodgers. She was 20 the year that Langston Hughes graduated from college and moved to New York to ignite the Renaissance. She was 45 when the Supreme Court delivered its verdict in Brown versus Board of Education. She had just turned 51 when 4 black students in North Carolina sat down at a Woolworth's lunch counter. And last year, a few days after her 100th birthday, she watched on television as our nation inaugurated its first black president. In the next lifetime, the next 100 years, we continue to make progress, and it's incumbent on all of us to do so. If we focus on education, Dennis Walcott and Joel Klein are the ones leading the charge to make sure that every kid in the city gets a chance at a first-rate education. I've always thought the basic civil right is a good education. And Joel, one time somebody said to Joel, "Oh, you'll never fix the schools." New York City has and always will be at the center of black history, and as we build a safer, more just city, we'll continue to look to the many brave heroes of our past who never back down in our first black ace pilot. Ace means you had to shoot down 5 enemy planes, I think, or something like that. And Percy Sutton, also a Tuskegee Airman, as well as a civil rights lawyer and entrepreneur and all-around amazing New Yorker. And we have another Tuskegee Airman here. Congratulations. We're welcoming and open to everybody. One of the ways we're doing that is by pushing forward with our historic school reforms. We'll continue to working to improve all our public schools and keep cutting away at the achievement gap that has separated students of different races for far too long. And in order to do that, we must replace the management and many of the teachers, because if they can't educate the kids, we are not going to sit there and protect them. Our school system is built for our children and not for the people that work there. 80,000 of the best teachers anybody's ever put together in the history of education. And we want to give our students and their parents more options, including more charter schools like the incredible Eagle Academy. Harlem has more charter schools than any other part of the city, and still there's tens of thousands of kids waiting for places in charter schools. And there's some people that don't want more charter schools. Think about that. It's just an outrage, and we're not going to let anybody push us back. We're going to continue to make these schools places where teachers can teach and students can learn. You know, we've just sat around for generations just saying that's the way it is. Well, that doesn't have to be the way it is, and it's not what I'm going to try to do. I don't know what we can do in the next 1,413 days, but who's counting? But I can tell you, I'm going to work 7 days a week for the next 3 years and 10.5 months to do everything we can do, and fortune and fame. And I think you can pick any group of Americans and say that is really true. No matter where your parents came from, no matter what ethnicity, what religion, orientation, or anything, this is immigrants, and we need to continue to have immigrants come here. That's the future of the city. So we're my fans down here, 3 cousins that while we're able to get done. And I look forward to celebrating with you. But for now, I'd like to close our program with another performance from the Harlem Gospel Choir. Thank you all for coming. Enjoy the performance. The next one, the last song, is Oh Happy Day. Here they are.